Growing up, I had a deep fascination and love of sports. At a very young age, football, baseball, basketball, I don't think, the first 12 to 14 years of life, there were very many things that influenced me more than those sports. I'm a very competitive spirit, right? It didn't end with sports. Once I quit sports, I felt led by the Lord to leave that behind. That competition carried with me. I actually started competing in games like Call of Duty. I would play these video games. Esports became a very influential thing when I was in high school. And then it led to kind of the end of high school. I came to compete in a game called Fortnite. And this competition has always driven me and led me. The thing is, I'm not unique in this, right? As a society, we love sports. We love competition. We love seeing people push the boundaries of what we think is possible and breaking records. We love seeing Usain Bolt run a freakishly fast mile. We love seeing Michael Jordan lead the Chicago Bulls on 2 3-peats in the NBA Finals. I began to wonder and say, why is that? Why is that human spirit, that competitive edge of not only breaking general records, but also personal records, of breaking the boundaries of what we think is possible? Why is that so ingrained in us? And to me, the answer lies within the fact of who we are underneath it all. At our core, intrinsically, who are we? In Psalm chapter 82, verse 6, we read that ye are gods. Okay, what's that? I'm a god? Oh, I'm a god. Many people will push back against this translation. They'll think you're a heretic for saying that. However, I have to question that. Because in John chapter 10, when Christ announces that He is the I Am, He's the Tetragrammaton, He is Yahweh, He is Jehovah, the God of the Old Testament, they pick up stones to stone Him for being a heretic. And He says, hold up, wait a minute. Didn't I also say that you are gods? I find it highly unlikely that Psalm 82 is a mistranslation of ye are gods if Jesus Christ announces the same thing to these Jews in John chapter 10. So what does this fact about my identity as a god mean for me? Many people say, well, why can't you go make a world if you're a god? Well, no, you're missing the point. Of course I'm not God. I'm not even like Him in the same hemisphere. What that means is that I'm made of the same things He's made of. I'm co-eternal with Him. And with His help, despite my shortcomings and my imperfections, I can become like Him. By following His plan, by progressing, by overcoming my mistakes. But I have to become something new. Really, I have to compete with who I was yesterday as I learn and grow and change. This leads me to something I love from Tom Brady. Tom Brady, 7-time Super Bowl champion, best quarterback of all time, was in an interview recently, and he said, when asked the question,
which one of the two drove you more, even if it's by 1% or 0.5%? Is in having one more than Michael or Belichick?
It was neither. I promise you. I promise you. The man in the glass, that's the one that motivated me. He's the guy I was accountable to. Nothing that anyone did took away from me. The only person that could take away from me is me.
I love that. Jordan Peterson, a famous psychologist, just gained some infamy, but has a great book called 12 Rules to Life and Antidote to Chaos. Rule number 4 says, compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not just who someone else is today. What I love about this Tom Brady quote, competing with who he was yesterday, being able to overcome and become the best, it was all predicated on the idea that he was made the same things as the other guys. If he worked hard enough, he could achieve every goal, anything he set his mind to. To me, that goes back to the understanding that we are divine beings becoming as our Heavenly Father is. And if we understand that fact, we can do anything. We can accomplish great things with His help. I remember when this truth was set and instilled in me. I remember exactly where I was in that chapel when my mission president announced to me that out of Abraham chapter 3, I am a noble and great one, and I can rest assured that it is true. And once that became set right here, it changed every part of who I am. There was a quote from M. Russell Ballard that was always stuck in my head. He said, "I am so thoroughly convinced that if we don't set goals in our life and learn how to master the techniques of living to reach our goals, we can reach a ripe old age and look back on our life only to see that we reached but a small part of our full potential. When one learns to master the principles of setting a goal, he will then be able to make a great difference in the results he attains in this life." I love that quote more than most quotes. I understand that if I set a goal and I work toward it, knowing that I am a child of God, that I am literally made of what He is made of, that with His help I can become anything, that truth has enabled me to do great things. Perfect example is, I've always been a big guy. I've struggled with weight my whole life. When I came off my mission, I was 385 pounds. I said, by the end of the year, I'm going to lose 80 pounds. In 6 months, I weigh 310 pounds. My journey has been anything but easy. However, the knowledge of who I am has provided me the vision to do great things. I know that if we understand exactly who we are, we will do great things.